What I think God has done at Northridge as a result of our campaign is directly correlated to the generosity of the people here. God says that He blesses generosity. I think that's what we're seeing here. This isn't humanly explainable. It's only God. And God blesses generosity. I think if we believed all of that money was ours, or everything that we have is ours, I think that would give us a whole lot more fear. Because we recognize that God gave it all to us, and it's all His anyways, that fear subsided because we recognized that we were acting in obedience to what He had called us to do. So certainly there's some anxiety because you're stepping out in faith, but what we experienced was His overwhelming blessing. And so now as we look at the second campaign, our concern is we want to obey, because we don't want to stop God's blessing. We don't want to be in a position where we, through an act of disobedience, God no longer uses us in this way, because looking back, He just blessed as we obeyed. If you're considering making a sacrifice in this campaign, you've got to recognize that it's not you. You really need to spend time. Sarah and I spend a lot of time in prayer. Because if it's God's money, we need to ask Him what He wants us to do with it. So you really have got to spend time in prayer, and especially if you're married as couples, so that you're unified in that and listening to what God would have you to do. When you're settled on what God would have you to do, I would tell you this: be courageous. Do it. He will bless you. He will see you through it. Everything that you have, He gave you anyways. Whatever He's asked you to do, He will provide for you to do it. So spend time in prayer and then obey.